So we're actually in the middle of the worst storm that the hubs and I have experienced since we moved here 3 years ago. We moved here 3 years ago and Hurricane Sandy came in 2 weeks later. And this is actually worse for some very specific reasons. The wind's actually higher, and when we get you downhill and you can see the high tides, the high tide is higher than it was during Hurricane Sandy. So some of our downhill neighbors are having some problems today. During the night last night, this table journeyed the length of our porch from one end of it to the other. The reason why it's interesting is it takes 2 people to lift that table. It's a very heavy metal table. That'll give you an idea how powerful the winds, the direction they were coming from. Just moved this all the way across the floor. Obviously we have some bits and pieces to clean up. The good news is, maybe you can see over here. Yep, sorry about that. The ground's covered with these kind of small twigs, but up where we are, we haven't noticed any major tree limbs that have come down. So that's a good thing, because that kind of wind on pine trees that have been beneath freezing for a week means snap and pop and major damage to houses. So hopefully when we take a little tour around the neighborhood, the Hubs is the vice president of our community, so he wants to get out and about and see if anybody needs any help, which is what we are headed out to do as soon as we get our cars cleaned off. The snow probably hit 4 inches or so, but then it rained on top of it. So up north of us they've got a couple feet of snow, but here it turned over to rain, which is going to make for an interesting night tonight, because there's going to be a couple of inches of ice on the ground and on trees. So it's going to be interesting as the day goes by.
Got some waves over there. Wow.
Look out the water. That'd be nice if you did.
Them birds are...
They're winging it, but they're not going anywhere.